Hello everyone, and welcome to our presentation. Today we're going to talk about the power of positive praise as described in the book The Business Coach's Toolkit by Stephen G. Fairley and Bill Zipp. According to the Business Coach's Toolkit, a Gallup poll has documented that in organizations where managers praise employees at least once a week, there is a 56% higher customer loyalty, 38% higher productivity, and 50% lower turnover. The leading reason employees leave organizations is because they do not feel appreciated. In healthy relationships, the optimal ratio of positive to negative comments is 5-1. Positive comments build confidence, drive performance, and create feelings of appreciation. However, error correction and performance coaching are also critical to high-performing organizations. Positive comments actually make negative comments more effective. When recipients feel appreciated, they are more likely to listen and benefit from negative feedback and less likely to reject it out of anger and defensiveness. They are also more likely to forgive poorly delivered negative feedback or unintended social errors. When thinking about the 5-1 ratio, the question comes up of why not more praise? Too much praise can be an indicator that important negative feedback is not occurring. Additionally, when too much praise is used, it reduces the credibility and does not have its intended effect. Praise can be tricky. At times, it is difficult to praise in a manner which will be appreciated by the recipient. Some good rules for effective praise are as follows. Rule 1 is to make praise true. Most people know better than to provide untrue praise. However, praise will not have more meaning if a leader catches team members doing something right as opposed to just indiscriminately providing general praise. Thus, make sure to frequently praise employees' true actions as opposed to making broad praise statements. Rule number 2 is to make praise specific. It is much more effective to say you did a good job managing that difficult customer than just to say good job. The well-intentioned general praise does not have a lot of meaning because employees do not know which of their actions were good. Being specific with praise makes employees feel proficient in a specific skill which provides the intended positive feelings. Additionally, next time the team member deals with a difficult customer, they will put extra effort and creativity in resolving the customer's challenge. Thus, specific praise will also drive performance. Rule number 3 is to make praise personalized. Different people like to be praised in different ways. Some people love praise through large public announcements, and others are very embarrassed by such actions. Some people read and save notes, cards, and letters. Others will toss them in the garbage wondering why their leader did not make the effort to praise them face to face. It is great to vary the praise mechanisms, but it is also important to remember that the most effective praise will be delivered using the appreciated method. There are also a couple of praise mistakes to avoid. The first mistake is to start a correction with praise. It is easy to think that praise will soften the blow of a correction. However, with the praise correction strategy, praise often seems manipulative and hollow. Thus, it does not create positive feelings or soften the correction. It also makes team members wary of the next time a leader issues praise. A corollary to avoiding the praise correction strategy is to avoid issuing a challenge with praise. Some managers mistakenly think that if they issue praise, their team members will rest on their laurels and do poor work next time. For example, a team leader might say you did a good job managing that difficult customer, but would be even better if you could get them off the phone faster. Again, this type of compliment would seem hollow and often will create negative instead of positive feelings. The ultimate rule is to make praise to be a positive experience. Be sure to save any necessary negative comments for another time. Until praise becomes a regular part of a person's life, keeping a formal written count of proper praise statements issued to each team member can help build the habit. Another way to build the habit is to provide one good praise statement each day to each team member. This system can be used with either a written or mental tally. However, the more team members, the more important a written tally becomes. Thank you once again for viewing this presentation. If you have enjoyed the presentation, please look for the other presentations from the Business Coach's Toolkit on our website. Once again, this is businesstraining.com, where you can earn a master's level qualification to make more money.